just can't see you through. Tune in to Real Talk. Nonay's cooking up some good food. Real Talk. Real Talk. Real Talk. Real Talk. Nonay's kitchen is in trouble.
Hello guys, welcome to Nonay's Kitchen in Trouble and Real Talk. I'm Tracy and this is Nonay. And we are cooking
Aloo Paratha today.
oh, that sounds good. Okay, and we are also talking about coming together as one. We're going to talk a little bit about how me and Nonay came together. And it's such a blessing since I met her, since she's been in my life. She's been a blessing to me.
Thank you.
Regardless of what she says, she's been a blessing to me.
You've been a blessing to me too, as
Don't
well.
believe her. But honestly, this is going to be a great show. We want you guys to tag your friends, family, and definitely check us out, what we're talking about, what we're doing, because we're trying to do something positive. We're trying to uplift at the same time. And a lot of times we are very spiritual. We come from a very spiritual, two different backgrounds, but yet we can come together for a common goal. And that's the most important thing about coming together as one. No matter what your background is, no matter what your nationality is, I feel like she's my sister. And that
same here.
and her whole family has literally adopted me. I'm now adopted into Nonay's family. So as we get started, like I said, we're going to talk a little bit about ourselves. Well, why did I say myself? Isn't that so? You know what?
Well, we're going to talk about how we met
Exactly.
to begin with. And the thing is, we met through my sister. And my sister works with her husband, small world. And we just had was it a year ago we met?
Has it been
Has
that
it
long?
been? Has it been a year?
Yeah.
No, or maybe a few months.
A few months.
Yeah,
It feels like it.
like a year. Yeah, we met through my sister, and since she's a deputy sheriff and her husband works for the department as well, and that's how we met at dinner time, and the rest is history.
Exactly. She's been cooking for us ever since. So, that being said, and she cooks wonderful food.
Oh, you're being sweet.
Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you.
So, I'm not going to be cooking my basic fried chicken and french fries for the kids. We're going to give you some ideas what you can cook in a minute.
Yes.
Some
In
snack
small
ideas.
time, yeah.
Yes.
And
And
make it
reasonable.
easier. Yep. And on a budget. The thing is, everyone's for families, you have kids or someone single, whatever your situation is, I'm going to teach you guys how to cook in a budget and in a small amount of time and make your life easier, basically.
And that's talking about me because I'm a mom of 6. 6. Yes, and I'm proud. I'm proud to be a mom of 6. And Nonay has 1, and together we have 7. So it's coming together. She's helping me. She's helping me a whole lot. So let's get started.
Yeah. Well, the first thing I'm going to start with is this is wheat flour, and we're making roti. Roti is tortilla. So basically, we're going to make the dough first. Let's take this cover off.
And she does this from scratch.
Yep. So this is 2 cups of wheat flour, and you can get this from any grocery store. Or if you have local Indian grocery stores nearby you, you can Google it and go there and buy the wheat flour from them. That's the best, actually. And it costs $8 for a whole bag. And that bag will last you, oh my God, Tracy, maybe 4 weeks.
Really?
If you don't cook a lot, it'll last you a long
gosh.
time. So I'm going to start. I'm using 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I have 2 cups of water, but obviously I'm not going to use all of it. And I am going to mix this.
Now, when you stretch this, how, having a large family, literally I have to cook like I'm cooking for Thanksgiving dinner.
True.
So how does this stretch? Can you make this stretch?
Well, honestly, 2 cups will make at least 7 or 8 tortillas. But the thing is, for 7 or 8 people, you need 5 cups of flour.
Gotcha.
So I would do that, go like that. So main thing about making dough for roti is start in the middle and start a little bit little water at a time and mix it with your hand. Make sure you wash your hands, obviously.
Yes.
And mix it like so.
Don't worry, guys. No, they washed her hands.
Numerous times, she's my witness. and it's you have to make sure you don't put water at once. So you keep mixing like you're making rolls. You know, you're making bread, dough, same thing. And the cool thing about wheat flour, when you're done mixing, it doesn't stick to your hand. In the beginning it will, so don't worry.
Wow.
So notice I'm like working from one side to another side basically. Keeping all these together.
Now, do you have to sit this in the oven? Does it?
No, when you're done kneading this dough, you have to put in a fridge. For good result, the dough needs to sit in the fridge for at least 2 hours or 1 hour.
Really?
So it needs to be in a refrigerated, in a cooler environment, and then get it out and then make your tortillas. Otherwise, it's gonna be hard to work with the dough.
Exactly.
It's gonna be a little bit runny, or like it's stick to your rolling pan. You're gonna have a hard time rolling your tortillas out.
Wow. See, and this is something good because the kids are always asking for something different to eat.
Yep, and this is healthy because it's wheat flour, you know.
Right.
And you know, when you make these, you can even put like grilled chicken in there, like on the tortillas. Yeah, this we call it roti is used for everything. You can, like how rice.
Yes.
You can minus the rice. You use this, so healthy substitution for your meals. Okay.
Wow.
See, or you can make it easier, like you're making cookie dough. You imagine you're making cookie dough.
Yeah, if you keep continuing to show me things like this, my husband may want to marry me all over again.
Do you see how it's like coming together and then it's coming off my hand as well? I'm keep kneading it. So.
Ladies, I'm telling you right now, if you want to get married, you need to learn how to make some tortillas.
And it's funny, it sounds so hard.
It does.
Like when you make the dough, it feels like, oh, it's so hard to make it, but it's not. It's not this hard. Just gonna dab some water.
And how long have you been cooking?
Oh my God. I started cooking when I was 7.
Are you serious?
I started making this part when I was 7 years old. And I didn't touch the stove until I was 9 years old.
Okay.
So I didn't go to the flame until I was 9. But before then, I was making doughs, doing little stuff. So this part used to be hard for me. And then over time, it took me 2 years and became easier for me. By the age of 12, I was proficient at cooking and making everything.
Oh, wow. You guys, tag Gordon Ramsay, please. Because that is our goal, to get her on Gordon Ramsay. She cooks better than Gordon Ramsay.
Oh,
yes, I said it, Gordon. Come for me, because I'm going to come for you.
Oh,
she is good. She is so good.
So what I'm going to do, tiny bit water. I'm just taking a little bit of water. Then dab it. That's it. And this is it. The dough is ready. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in the fridge and get it refrigerated for 2 hours and go and wash my hands. And then we'll start on the other thing, which is going to be inside, which is potatoes, inside the tortillas.
Yes. So you're going to cut these up?
I'm going to mash them.
Okay.
But before we do, we'll put the ingredients on top. And I'll have you mash it.
I get to cook. All right. Let's go put this in the oven.
Actually, in the fridge.
Oh, in the fridge. I'm sorry. See, that's why I don't need to be cooking no...
I'll be back.
Welcome back. We are getting ready to get started on the second half.
Yes. And this is the potato part that's going to go into the aloo paratha. So these are the ingredients which are going to go in there. Red chilies and green chilies, salt, cumin seeds, and turmeric. So I'm using 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, and this is a whole tablespoon of cumin seeds. And this is like 1.5 teaspoon of salt. So it depends on how much salt you like. You go with that.
You know what I use? Seasonal.
Season.
Everything included. It's
Seasonal.
seasonal. So I don't break nothing down like this. I got my big thing of salt.
You're like, this is it.
That's it.
But guys, I know there's a yogurt sitting here. We're gonna make cilantro dipping sauce to eat the paratha with. So that's gonna be later. So we're gonna focus on this stuff first.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put in, this is 1 teaspoon of chilies.
And now that's spicy because you have fixed me several things that have been real spicy.
I know you can't handle
I
too
might
much.
have to have some soda on hand if it's gonna be real hot.
I'm gonna make sure I make it mild.
Okay,
How
thank
about
you
that?
so much.
We'll meet in the middle.
Please do.
But you know what?
Okay, salt. What I'm gonna do, I know this is 2 teaspoons. I don't wanna start with both of them. Sometime I need, depends on how the potatoes are.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put 1 right now, and then we'll taste how it tastes like, and then we'll add more salt if we need to.
Okay.
But cumin seed, this is so important. You have to have whole tablespoon because it just makes the flavor really good.
Okay, and tell us where to find some of these things.
Well, these cumin seeds, you can get them from Walmart, any grocery store.
Really? Okay.
But the thing is, if you go to Indian grocery stores, it's more cheaper
Okay.
and it's more authentic. It's more like flavorful.
Okay.
You'll see if you buy it from a Walmart, cumin seed, or any of the spices, garam masala, they will taste night and day different from an Indian grocery store because they are more fresher when they come from Pakistan or India. So it depends. So if you go to Google, Indian grocery store or Pakistan grocery store, you will be able to find all of these spices because both countries use them. So,
Okay.
and last, turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon.
I mean, this is
Well-
so good because when you want to get into other, instead of going out and spending money
Yep.
on fast food,
Yep.
when you can be home and, do these things
Exactly.
yourself and at a reasonable price.
Exactly. Okay, so next we're gonna put the onion. It's a medium red onion, medium size. Use
Okay.
that. I have 2 sitting here, but I'm gonna use 4 or 5 potatoes, 1 medium onion, and like a handful of cilantro, fresh leaves. So I'll start with this.
You are so fancy.
Here's the trick to cutting cube onions. So if you cut it not all the way, just from here, make sure you don't go all the way out. You know how the onion has all these
Yes.
pivots? You can cut it through them only, then you're gonna have perfect cubes.
You guys, if you need anyone to do catering, call Nonay. And
No,
she'll
okay.
have you
I
look
need recipes.
so, oh my goodness.
Okay. Then we're gonna go this way.
Oh wow. Look at that, guys. Look at that.
And you don't have to worry about all the pieces looking funky or anything,
Exactly. That looks like a design in itself.
Then we're gonna do the second half.
No, Nay, don't talk about me when I cook my fried chicken. You
I
trying
can't
be
wait to
all
try your
fancy.
fried chicken.
You ain't gonna talk about me.
And then I'll try to make our spicy version of fried chicken.
Oh my gosh.
That's,
She is so creative with what she fixes. It's just awesome.
thank you.
And I know a lot of people are going to be wondering, how in the world did these two come together?
Yep.
It's so wild. But things happen for a reason because I actually was supposed to do a talk show some time back with someone else.
Oh, really?
Yes, but it didn't work out that way, which is fine because what I learned that if a door does not open or an opportunity passes you by, it was not for you.
True. So
So
true.
you don't get upset, you don't get mad, you just wait until that opportunity comes back around again. So I'm just like thankful because I waited, I didn't get upset and
Yeah.
and
'Cause
look
it
what
wasn't meant
happened.
to be.
Exactly.
So now I just grabbed a handful of cilantro.
I'm about to cry because all of these onions. Oh my God.
If tears are coming out later
Yes.
effect.
Oh my God, this is so beautiful.
I love cilantro. Oh my god. Just make sure it's so good.
But I'm just like, just how fancy you are.
I'm still amateur.
No, you're
cracker.
not. Mm-mm. not if you're better than Gordon Ramsay. That's not amateur.
Well, thank you, Tracy. You're super sweet.
I try to be.
So now we're gonna put this handful of cilantro into the
And I get to mash it, right?
That's right.
Because I don't want nobody to think that I can't cook with 6 kids and a husband. I'm taken. I know I look awesome. Psych. She looks awesome. She's taken.
Here's 3 peppers, but we're not putting too many in there. So what we're gonna do I'm gonna put only this much in there, like
Really?
a little bit.
That's it.
That's it, because
So
I'm
why
saving.
did you put all that stuff, wasting all that stuff? And put it in
We're
that
not
bowl?
wasting. We're gonna put the peppers and the cilantro together in a chutney
Okay.
in the yogurt. Okay, so we'll
In the yogurt?
in the yogurt. Yeah.
You put that in the yogurt.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all better take notes if you want to lose weight. Can they lose weight by putting that in the yogurt?
Well, it's healthy. Yogurt, cilantro, and peppers you won't gain weight with that. It's healthy food to
Okay.
eat. So there we go, Missy.
All right.
Mix it all over.
Don't laugh at me if this stuff, I think you put this in the freezer. Am I doing it right? And I mix it together.
Yeah.
This is for everybody that talked about me. Just kidding.
So what I'm gonna do is, where's the
We
black
mix this
glove?
up.
So where's the glove?
The black glove.
One glove coming.
Please. And then we're gonna use the glove to mix it all together. You use this.
Do you let this sit in anything or?
I usually make it and then I directly make the tortilla and then go to the stove and start cooking. This mix doesn't need to be, it doesn't need to sit in a fridge. It's like ready to go.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's so easy.
Do I need to mix it some more?
Yeah. If you need a spoon.
Yeah.
There we go.
This is like so different and it's.
And it's gonna be so, you can smell the cilantro.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
And it
like-
smells so good. Oh,
There we go.
it does. You guys, y'all gonna have to try this at home. Try it at home. She will put the ingredients at the bottom of the page. So,
Oh, since it has, I'm gonna go in with hand now and mix it up.
okay.
So the thing is, it has peppers in it. I'm allergic to peppers.
Oh, wow.
If the seed touch my hand, they're gonna poof up.
Really?
Yes. I usually use my husband to mix that part or use fork.
Oh my God.
So there
Her
we go.
husband is wonderful too, along with mine. We got some wonderful husbands. You will be meeting them later on.
Yes. Gonna mix this sucker up. You know, it's more faster if you do it with your hand.
Okay.
But use, when the potatoes are boiled, boil them like you're mashing them, you know? And then, like these potatoes have been sitting out here for like, you know, at least an hour or so.
Okay.
That's why it was like a little bit harder to mash them. So while you boil it right away, put all these ingredients in, and it'll like, cumin will infuse with the potato, like better when it's warm. So, like so.
And can you cheat? Can you go out and like buy flatbread or?
Well, you'll see what I'm gonna do it to fill it in. You really can't do that unless you get. There's a company called Tortilla Land, I believe, and they have pre-made rotis. There are companies they already
Okay.
have roti made, so you can put this mix in there and then put 2 rotis together and then use it as a paratha too.
Yes.
So
Okay.
there's like pre-made stuff in grocery stores that you can use.
Exactly.
Actually, Sam's Club has Tortilla Land tortillas that you can get them and then use one tortilla and put this mixture in there and then put the second tortilla on top of it and then close the edges and then on a flat fry pan you can fry it basically. That's the
Yes, the shortcut way.
shortcut. Yep. So if you don't feel like actually making the
Making
dough,
Mm-hmm.
so make sure all the spices are mixed in, you know.
Yes. Nonay here loves to do everything from scratch.
Yeah. Just tastes better. So I want you to taste this
Oh
and
my
tell me
gosh! Wait a minute.
if
Please don't let it be spicy.
If the salt is okay.
No, Nay, if this is spicy.
Do we need more salt?
Chuck, I'm just kidding. It's good.
Let me see.
A little bit more salt.
Let me see.
I think some more salt.
Did you see why?
Yes.
Because it depends. When you get russet potatoes, this is what I use, russet potatoes. And some will take less salt, some will take more salt. So it depends. So you don't want to start putting too much in.
Yeah.
Because there's no fixing when you have too much salt in
Exactly.
your mashed potatoes. Okay.
Wow. That actually looks good.
Oh, it's going to be good. Can we have
Use another.
We'll choose the...
Okay, the other end. Perfect. Look, yeah, you thought we was going to double dip.
We didn't double dip. More?
No.
That's good.
Yeah.
Cool. This is good. It's not spicy either, so which is good.
Okay.
So we'll put the utensils in. So guys, we're gonna take a tiny break, and I'm gonna put this aside to make the tortillas, and we will be back.
Welcome back again. Nonay's Kitchen in Trouble and Real Talk. And we're getting ready to make
A sauce, cilantro sauce, and we call it chutney. And that's gonna be like a dipping sauce to eat with your aloo paratha.
Now, this sauce, is it going to be tangy, sweet?
Well, it's basically made with plain yogurt. So,
Okay.
you know how yogurt is.
But are we adding
And then
like...
we're adding salt and chili pepper.
Oh, to the yogurt?
To the yogurt
Oh
and
my
the green
gosh.
chilies and cilantro. So, and salt to your preference of how much salt you like. So we can obviously taste again.
I've never had salt and with yogurt.
Like chili pepper.
Yes.
Yeah, green chilies and
Okay,
cilantro.
that's interesting to see
And
how
this
that's
is-
going to taste.
This dipping sauce is used, oh my god, in South Asia, like with everything.
Really?
Yeah. So the thing is that you use it with appetizers, with lunch, dinner, like not in the breakfast time, but it's mostly used for lunch and dinner and with appetizers. So
Okay.
let's get started. We're gonna take a handful of cilantro. It's fresh cilantro. And I'm gonna just sucker in. Because since I'm just doing it for this amount of yogurt, it's just 1 cup of yogurt.
Okay.
So I don't want it to make too much. So I think this is enough. And I'm gonna make sure we don't make it too spicy. And we're gonna use only this
Please,
much.
because I don't
Yes.
like spicy
The thi-
food.
I know. The thing is with green chilies, they have this amazing fragrance that just gives another punch to the sauce. So, and salt, I'm gonna put half a teaspoon, and then we can add more if the salt is not enough, you know.
Okay.
So that's it, and you wanna add a little bit of water, and I'm gonna have you mix this sucker.
Yes, let me do the mixing.
So go ahead, put the lid on, and
You put this on.
Yeah.
This is something I've never seen before.
the ninja. Go ahead.
Oh, is it? It's the Ninja. I'm about to break it.
Okay, let me put it on. There we go.
Okay. And then you...
Just
Wait a minute, that makes me look like a professional. Hold on. Wait a minute, I gotta go. Oh my God. Should I mix it some more?
let's.
Let me do it now.
So we're gonna stop and see how it looks
Yes,
inside.
Whoa! This is my first time using a Ninja, honey.
Everybody's loving it.
You know what? Next time we'll do smoothies.
Yes.
We'll make her
Oh my
work
God,
making
she makes the
smoothies.
best smoothies. Okay, so
Okay.
is it good?
Are you
think
good?
it's up there.
I'm gonna take the sucker off now. So we'll put this aside. There's a blade in there, so we're gonna make sure
Yes,
we
be
don't
careful.
hurt ourselves.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to
Look at
tell my
those.
husband to get me a Ninja.
Good Christmas present.
Yes, the motorcycle and the...
What? You like
Oh,
riding
I
bikes?
used to ride all the time.
Wow. Do you have a license?
Like I said, I used to ride all the
Wait,
time.
hold on. Why would you ask that question.
Don't try to put me out there like that, Nonay.
Go and make
I can ride on the back, Nonay. About to put you in this ninja.
Do it. Oh my God! Look at my sister. She's a doer. Okay,
so
this is good. Now we're gonna take this.
Can you cut me out?
And here. So this is what it looks like. It's chopped. So we're gonna take the yogurt.
You're gonna put the yogurt in there as well?
No.
Okay.
We're actually. Here's the thing. If you put the yogurt in the food processor and blend it, it's gonna become so runny.
Oh,
Because you want to have your sauce a little bit thicker when
Okay.
you're eating it with the paratha,
Okay.
with the tortilla. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take, because I'm not gonna use the whole thing. You want to use just a little bit using one, and we can use this later for other sauces too.
Okay.
You know, you save it in your
It
fridge.
does smell good.
Yeah, it smell it.
Oh my
So
God, that
fresh.
smells so fresh. That does smell good.
Then I put 2, 3, 4, and so you have 5 teaspoons in there. Put this sucker aside and go ahead and mix that up. Back and forth.
Now, how do I want this to be creamy
Yes.
or no
You-
clumps in it at all?
Yep, yes ma'am. Just keep mixing until there's no lumps.
Okay.
So
Tell you gonna make my husband propose to me all over again. I'm gonna be like, baby, I got some cilantro up in here.
to go in, yeah,
In circles.
yeah, slowly, so this way it doesn't come out.
Too runny?
And just keep mixing, then all the lumps will be mixed together. There you go. Because there's enough water in this yogurt that would make it into a
I've
smooth
never
sauce.
had this with.
Cilantro.
Yes, I'm like, seriously, this is so.
Oh my God, this sauce is so fresh and earthy, and it just gives, like, in your mouth, like, amazing.
Let me be the judge of that.
Yeah.
Your taste buds are different from mine.
That is true. That is true. Okay.
Is that
Let me
good
see.
enough?
Let me I'm gonna try to.
What you trying to say? My stirring wasn't good enough.
No, you're good.
Well, yeah, that's what you
You
trying to say
are
on
good.
me.
I'm just gonna quickly mix this.
Now you told me to go slow. Now you go slow.
I'm just making sure, you know, your sauce was dripping out, so I'm making sure.
Oh, now you saying I'm a messy. Oh, okay. That's all right, no name.
So I usually mix it
That's
with
why her
this.
kitchen in trouble, because I'm in here.
That is true. That is the main reason why I like kitchen in trouble, because number one, trying to please the eaters.
Exactly.
And Miss Tracy.
Yes.
So this is good. I'm gonna have you taste this sucker to see if the salt is good. More salt?
I don't know. I mean, this is such, like, I mean, it's good. But I don't think it needs anything. Would you put more salt in it?
A little bit more.
Okay.
Like a little bit generous pinch in there. And that should be good. Because it's a little bit, like you see, his cilantro and a little bit tanginess. This
Yeah.
is like a pure yogurt.
Yeah, because it's
From
like,
an Indian, I bought this from an Indian grocery store. for
really?
sure.
But it's like when I tasted it, it kind of like dry. It made my,
Because if you buy the plain yogurts from like Safeway, Walmart, or Giants, whatever grocery stores are out there, those yogurts they're sweet based.
yes.
They're more sweeter, even though they're plain yogurt. But if you go to a Pakistani grocery store, any of the ethnic desi grocery stores, you will find the pure yogurts. They will taste a little bit tangy on a side. It's like night and day difference. But it tastes good with like lunch and dinner when you're making sauces. That's the yogurt you want because that's true ethnic food,
Okay.
you know. Okay, so guys, sauce is ready, and we're gonna put this in a mason jar for now to serve it with our parathas. And so we'll see you in a few minutes.
Welcome back to Real Talk and Nonay's Kitchen in Trouble, and we're back with the last segment, and we're what?
We're gonna make the tortillas now.
Okay.
Roll them out. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to make the perfect roll first before you roll the tortilla out. Okay, so this is wheat flour. So I'm gonna take some of it and then put it on my mat. And then make sure you dust the flour on your fingers too, so it's easier to grab. So just grab this much in your hand. And then I'm gonna dust a little bit more.
And if you're just chiming in, she's making
So, Aloo Paratha, which is tortillas filled with potatoes. So the best way to make the roll is you grab it from this side and go inside on your palm,
wow.
like this.
Oh, okay.
And
Go
then
on, you see how she rolled that dough?
there, like this. So that makes perfect round. That's one tortilla, okay?
Really?
Yeah. That is one. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab another one, do the same thing, like this, like so. If it's sticking, grab more flour. Always just press like this. So it just makes it perfect round ones. Okay, so next step is gonna be, I'm gonna press my, okay, I'm gonna roll it out with the rolling pin. The thing is, there's rolling pins which are, some don't roll like this. This one rolls, some are like attached to the wand.
Oh,
So you wanna make sure it rolls it out. It's more easier to make your tortilla.
Gotcha.
So you just press it.
And she's making this from scratch. This is from scratch.
Roll it out.
Wow.
So you wanna make sure it's like
Flat, right?
flat this much. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this sucker.
And this, we can make how many out of this?
This is 2 cups of flour, so what it could make at least like 8 of them. And so now what I'm gonna do, we got 2 of these. I'm gonna take handful of the mixer that we made with potatoes.
Oh, so we're not cooking this separately. We're
No.
gonna put this
Inside.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's gonna make really good tortilla. So we put this in here.
Nonay has been cooking since she's
Oh
was
my
7.
God,
7 years old.
Yep. So we're gonna take the other one that we made, put it on top.
Look at that. Wow.
And just make sure it's all.
Now, could you use one and like
You,
the way you made it
you
for me
can.
this morning?
That was different.
Okay.
It was a store bought tortilla.
Gotcha.
So make sure it's closed all the way. And then we're gonna use the rolling pin again. To roll
And
it
this
out.
will make 8.
8.
Wow.
2 cups of flour. And it's wheat flour. And then you just keep rolling.
Now, are you going to cut this? This is going to be...
We're gonna fry it on a flat pan with oil.
Okay.
So there we go. There
If
we
this
go.
is not creative, and usually it will take you how long with everything?
It's literally 30 minutes.
Really?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Since we were filming, we had to go step by
Exactly.
step, how to make the ingredients together, how to make the dough. So make the dough like day before, so you have the dough sitting in the fridge. You can do this the next day. It depends when you want to make the aloo paratha.
Okay.
So make the dough the day before and put it in the fridge. You saw it took like 2 minutes
Yeah.
to make the dough. And then, because dough needs 2 hours, or at least an hour in the fridge.
Exactly.
Then it's easy to work with. Otherwise, harder to make the tortillas.
Okay.
Yeah, so now I'm gonna make another one. One more. So,
And you can get full off of this. This is like... Ooh.
oh,
Now, what other things can you add into it besides...
oh my god, you can even add chicken. Like, this is like, I'm making a vegetarian one since, it was potatoes.
Right.
And you can add cook grilled chicken in there. Or if you make chicken curry, you can dry it up and put that in there.
Okay.
Right. And then I wanted to tell you guys a little bit story on the roti, where it originally came from. It's from the civilization of Indus Valley, where Indus Valley was, which is in South Asia. In South Asia, it was half in India, half in Pakistan. So, like, that civilization, like 5,000 years ago, existed.
Wow.
And people till this day don't know where that civilization went. It just went extinct. But they're the one who came up with the Roti Paratha.
Wow.
And South Asia has like Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and in 2007 they added Afghanistan to that South Asian. So now what I did, those are bigger. I made small ones, and I'm gonna add the potatoes. Same thing.
So you can make it at any size.
Yes.
It's to your preference.
Yes. Yep. And kids love this too. Like they can even take it for lunch. For school. Yeah, you fry it up, and it's wheat tortilla, and it doesn't go bad. So for like 4 or 5 hours, like it could be sitting in their lunch boxes, it won't go bad. That's the nice thing.
And that's good.
Yep.
Because I've never cared too much for leftovers.
Yeah.
So this is something, if you package it up real good, seal it up, put it in the refrigerator, it can be something you can go back and eat later.
Yep. Yes. So there we go. Now these suckers are ready to be cooked. So what we're gonna do is move this to the stove and fry them on a flat pan with oil. Usually use corn oil.
Okay.
And that actually makes the taste. If you can use vegetable oil, canola oil, whatever oil you
What's
have
wrong
at
with
home.
Crisco?
Well, you can use that too, but I like the flavor with the corn oil.
Okay.
It's your preference.
Yes, that's what I was asking.
Whatever's at your house, like you can use any oil. You can even use butter. It makes it more crispier.
Okay.
Yeah, but I have, over the years, cooking with different oils, I have come, like in the end, my family loves corn oil flavor, so then I use that. Or you can use olive oil to be more healthier, since it's wheat flour, it's healthy already.
Olive oil.
Yeah, you can use olive oil too. Yeah.
That's what we anoint people with, olive oil.
Well, guys, we'll see you in a few minutes then. Hi guys, okay, so a few minutes ago we made the aloo paratha, and I am going to cook it on this flat pan, and we're going to use some oil in there. So you want to make sure your surface is like medium, on medium high, so this way you don't burn your tortillas. So we're going to transfer this tortilla from the plate to this pan and let it cook on one side. I'm going to increase the heat a little bit from medium to
12 people.
medium high.
That's good. Yeah.
And you want to make sure when your edges are getting cooked, they're going to change the color, and then you're going to flip it. So we're going to wait. It's getting hotter. Yeah. Come on. So I'm going to check for a second. Okay. I am going to flip it. So now what I'm going to do is, you want to use any oil that you have at home, you can use it, even butter, but I'm going to use corn oil. It's 1 tablespoon, 2, 3. Start with 3 tablespoons, and then you increase as much as you want. You can hear the sizzling. So now it's kind of a little bit hot, so I'm going to flip it. There we go. I'm going to go to medium high again. The only reason I can touch it right now because there's no oil on the top and I'm not burning my fingers. And then this is what you want to see. It starts bubbling on the edges. That means it's frying the tortilla on the bottom right now. You wanna wait for like 20 seconds before you flip it again. So now flip it. And same thing, let it cook for 30 seconds, and when it gets golden brown on each side, and then you're gonna stop cooking it. This is something that kids love and adults, everyone. And this is when it's a rainy day outside, you wanna make this with the yogurt, and you would enjoy it. This is like a typical dish in Pakistan when it's like rainy outside, like it's summer or like muggy outside, like whatever. This you want to make it and enjoy it because it's like so light and it's not a heavy food. So, and I was used to having my mom, my grandma always make aloo paratha when it was rainy days, or mostly summertime we would make these, even in winter times too. And I'm gonna look on the bottom, see how this is doing. Okay, I wanna flip it one more time. This is gonna be last time being flipped. And I'm gonna let it cook. And you saw how easy it was to make from the start to beginning, and don't be afraid with your tortillas, because your food can feel it when you have fear of cooking. And own your food, meaning you can do it. Have that mentality in your head, and then trust me, your food will turn out really good if you follow instructions. And when I used to be afraid of making the dough and roti and tortilla, I literally would make them odd shapes and wobbly shapes, and after having confidence in making the dough and making the tortilla from the scratch, it just it showed in my food. So just keep that in mind. Have confidence when you're cooking food. Just like whatever you do in your life, have confidence and you'll do great. Same thing with cooking too. That's a good tip to have. Okay, see, golden brown. I'm gonna let it cook for like 3-4 seconds more, and then take it off the stove. Okay. There we go. I'm going to transfer to a plate and make sure there's a paper towel. So this way, if there's any excess oil, it would absorb it. And you put the, I'm going to make the second tortilla. And then when we're done, and I'll show you how to platter your food for your guests and your family members. So, go grab the other tortilla.
Welcome back. We're winding down the show, you guys.
Yes.
And this is the finished product.
And
So-
now I'm going to show you how to platter this thing for your guests, your family.
Yes.
So make it look all fancy. So
Yes.
it looks like you spent so much time making it. So what I'm going to do, the 2 tortillas that I've made, I am going to take a pizza cutter and then cut it like pizza, okay?
Okay.
So go find your middle spot, and I have the both tortillas together in here that I cooked. Press it down, cut it, and then do the same thing on the
That looks good.
other side. Just presentation is everything, you know.
Absolutely.
What to do, and you just can't see